Hey, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn the most important interview question. That is, what is the difference between the filter and find? Okay, of course. If you want to understand what is the difference, first of all, you should understand what it is, what is the purpose of filter and what is the purpose of find. Of course, if you just see the name filter and find, hopefully you know already understand 50%. So let's take a simple example and just write some code and it's very easy to understand. Okay. Yeah, without wasting time, let's write some code. So, hope everyone should remember whenever you're writing some code with the help of array method, we should remember these 3 points. Okay, we should know our arrow function, we should know what is callback function, we should know what is higher order functions. Okay, and this is the part of like we are following the functional programming. Okay, of course, I didn't explain about the functional programming. I will discuss later, but you should understand what are these three things. Otherwise, please go back and watch our playlist and come back. Okay, don't be hurry, and hopefully, yeah, at least after watching this video, at least go and watch those things. Okay, sorry for wasting your time. So let's jump. So I'm just taking marks details because this is a really simple example and interesting example for filter and find. Okay, suppose I'm just writing my 10th class marks details. Okay. How many marks I got in Telugu? Actually, I'm from Hyderabad. We are from Telugu medium, so I at least I'll try to recollect. Uh, Telugu Hindi I got around 53, so that's a turning point for me in a positive way. English 86, but don't judge based on this marks. Okay, normally I'm not that much good in English. That's what I'm doing. English mathematics I got 99. Mm, yes, because no one will is perfect in mathematics, but okay, luckily I got 99 and I got 97 in physics and in the last social I think around I got 93. So, something a total the total mass is 519. Maybe if I did some wrong details here, okay, we can correct it later. Don't worry. So first we should understand filter. So here, suppose by mistake, if we got some failure marks, suppose 32, okay, or here 34, okay. So just write our own marks details so that it will be more fun. So what is the condition? We should filter the subject, how many subjects you got pass marks or how many subjects you got failed. So how many subject I got failed, that is very important, right? So we can implement with the help of filter method. It's very simple. Okay, let's I will write the code and then we can decode it. Okay, simple. And I hope you already understood map method so that it's not going to be a big thing for us to learn this. So here I'm writing failed subjects or failed marks details or something. You can give any name. So simple marks dot filter marks dot filter. So here we should pass the callback function. That callback function need to take care of just checking that condition. It's very simple. So item arrow mark, what you can do, item greater than or equal to 35. So at least when I was studying 10th class, the pass marks is 35 for each subject. Maybe for Hindi, maybe it's different, but we can take it like general. I think it's common for everyone in India. So if marks this item is greater than or equal to 35, it will be a pass marks, right? So we need to give less than or equal to 35. I hope you already found the mistake, which I have done. So super. So simple, that's it. Just do console.log. Here I'm just logging all the marks details and here console.log and failed marks. Oh my God, just to see the details. Yes, I got failed in two subjects. In one subject, I got 34 and 32. So it's working. It's very interesting, right? So then, so let's, without using filter also, we can write the code, right? So please, because in interviews, um, they will ask the question like, with the help of filter method, just solve the question, solve the situation, and without taking help of filter also, we should able to write it. That's very important. Then only we will improve our logical thinking. Of course, this is a simple one, of course. So how to? I hope you already know. Tell me. So here, failed marks 2. Suppose I'm just taking an empty array. Okay, so we can apply some simple if condition. If we should iterate on the array, we should pick each and every item and we should check the condition. If it is fail or if we got less than 35, we should push that marks details into this array. That's simple, right? Simple. Just write a for loop for let I is equal to 0, I less than some marks. Where are there? Sorry, marks dot length. Okay, then I plus plus. So what is the simple logic? So we should write a simple if condition. If marks of I, so a particular subject details. Okay, if it is less than 35, so actually fail means less than 35, right? Not less than or equal to. If you got 35, that means the pass marks. So less than 35. So what we need to do? We should push that subject details into this array. Dot push. What we need to push? That particular marks details. That's it's simple. This is our own implementation of filter method. Nothing is complex. It's very simple. Console.log. Okay, failed marks 2. So that definitely we will get same result in the both situation with the help of filter and without help taking help of filter with our own implementation. If you see, perfect. And even if you want to get the details of pass marks details, what you can do, just reverse the condition, just give a greater than or equal to 35. Okay, super. I hope you guys understood, right? Understood. Okay, just ping me in the comment that understood. And now we are going to understand what is a find. This is very important. Okay, we understand filter, and now we should understand find. Okay, this is very important. So we should use these things wisely because um, as a beginner, maybe we can suppose one person can solve the simple thing with the help of 10 lines of code. Another person can do it in 5 lines of code sometimes, right? So we should able to reduce the number of lines. So by doing practice, by just following good implementation, then we can write a very good code. That is also very important to become a good programmer. Okay, fine. So let's talk about find. So the question is filter. Suppose if the question is just find like get all failed marks details. So that means we should filter or we should check each and every subject and check the condition, and if something got failed we should return. But if the question is just check Raghu got failed or pass or fail. Okay, fail. So it's good whether he got fail. So if I did some spelling mistakes, sorry for that. I think I did the right one only. Okay, just check whether he got passed or failed. So we no need to suppose if he got failed in one subject, that is enough to decide that he got failed, right? I hope that is a scenario, right? Suppose if you have a six subject, if you got failed in one subject, that is enough to decide that he got failed. So you don't need to check each and every item. Suppose first I will check this one. Oh, he got 91, no problem. Then we need to check the second subject, 53. Okay, not bad. 34. Yes, this is less than 35. So we can conclude that yes, he got failed. So once we understand he got failed, we no need to check this other subject marks details also, right? Because already we got the conclusion here itself by executing callback function on or any some logic on first three items we got the results. Even suppose by mistake if he got failed in the first subject itself, so at the time we normally we'll start with index number 0, right? If you just check the first subject details, if we got failed, that's it. We no need to iterate the for loop on each and every item unnecessarily because already we got the results. Okay, like me, sometimes I will explain repeatedly, right? So even after you understand also, I will try to explain again and again. That's my fault. I need to use a find instead of filter. Okay, that's simple. Just kidding. So now what we need to do? Simple. Suppose if you are able to write your own implementation, already you know the answer. Suppose here there's a failed marks, and here I'm just putting constant failed or not, failed status or okay, failed or not. Okay. Otherwise we should get find whether it failed or not. Simple. So marks dot find simple. What it will do? Item arrow, same logic, item less than 35. So if you see what what is the difference between filter and find now means in the filtered marks, so it will return all the subject details which we got less than 35. The find will return the first item. Okay, suppose it will try to first item means first failed item, first failed subject. That's it, simple. So now let me suppose here let me put 91 because at least it should go to two or three items. So here I'm writing console.log failed or not. Failed. So just okay, I'm not sure why it is not showing there. This is I'm just putting comment here. So I hope you know what is the result. So let's refresh. So if you see he got failed in two subjects, and if you want to check whether he got failed or not, so we need it will return the first item. So it just executed a filter on the first item, second item, okay, it got pass details. Third item, yeah, he found that he got failed. That's it. He will return that mass details. He's not going to execute the for loop on this 99 and 32 and 93 unnecessarily. Uh, Already we got the results. So I hope you guys understood. This is a simple thing. So if you want to implement our own logic, so for find, so it's very simple, right? What we need to do, we don't need to take array also because it will return only one value. So let me copy the same details, copy and to uncomment. What we need to do, once we got the results, once we got the conclusion, we should come out of that for loop. That's it. Okay, once we got it, just write a break. Boom. Let's see whether it work or not. And mass funds details, just refresh. So yes, we got the results. Because if you take an array, it will return to array even if you don't want to the push the item into array. So just simply take a normal variable, okay? Because it will return only one value, right? So it's a constant. So let's take a let, because if whenever you're going with primitives and if you don't know what will be the value in the future, just it's better to go with the let. And instead of wasting memory by taking the array, just simply assign this value, okay, to that. What's that? Failed marks 2 equal to the marks of I. So once it got the result, okay, it will return that value into the failed marks and it will break the for loop. So it is not going to execute on other array items. So it will save lots of um, time and memory for us. So that is very important. Okay, I hope you guys understood. And so what we have learned here, we understand what is the difference between, we understand what is filter and what is a find, and we understand what is the difference between the filter and find, and we have implemented our own logic. So please do practice, because here I have taken a simple example, but definitely we should do practice on top of a complex example. Okay, so I will come up with some interesting coding challenges very soon. So please do practice and get ready. Thank you and see you in the next video. In the next video, we are going to cover for each. Okay, and we should understand what is the difference between the for each and map. That is also very important question. Okay, see you there. Bye bye.